You ever walked away from a conversation feeling like something wasn't right, but you couldn't explain it? Like you were the bad guy when you didn't even do anything? Well, chances are you've been manipulated. So break down 12 manipulation tactics, from gaslighting to silent treatment, so you can see them coming before they mess with your mind. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Number 11. Gaslighting. First up, gaslighting. You probably heard the term thrown around a lot. But what does it actually mean? Suppose you clearly remember someone saying or doing something, but they straight up deny it, saying that never happened. You're imagining this. Suddenly you're second-guessing your own memory and sanity. That's classic gaslighting. It's one of the most dangerous forms of manipulation because it can destroy your self-trust. They'll twist events, deny things they said or did, and make you question your memory. Manipulators use it to make doubt yourself so they can control the narrative. Over time, you start to wonder if you're the problem when in reality it's them. Example: a partner lies about where they've been, and when confronted, they say, "You're paranoid. You always make stuff up." You're left confused, like, "Wait, I'm overreacting?" Spoiler alert, you're not. Trust your instincts. The goal of gaslighting is to destabilize you. By making you question yourself, the manipulator positions themselves as the sane or reasonable one. You'll feel confused, anxious, and often find yourself apologizing for things you shouldn't. The best defense against gaslighting is trusting your gut and gathering evidence. Keep a record of conversations or situations, and don't be afraid to talk to a trusted friend or family member who can give you your perspective. If someone constantly invalidates your feelings or reality, that's a red flag. Remember, you're not allowed to trust yourself. And while you're here, don't forget to like and subscribe for more insights in navigating complex relationships. Number 10. Guilt tripping. Next on the list is guilt tripping. This one's a favorite for people who want to control you without directly confronting you. The guilt tripper thrives on playing the victim while making you the bad guy. They'll hit you with lines like, "After everything I've done for you, this is how you repay me?" Or, "I guess I just didn't matter to you anymore." It's manipulative and unfair, yet so effective because it targets your sense of compassion. Here's the truth. Though setting boundaries isn't cruel, it's healthy. Saying no doesn't mean you're ungrateful or selfish. It means you value yourself enough to know your limits. The guilt tripper doesn't see it that way because your boundaries disrupt their control. So what can you do about it? Stay calm and respond with clarity. You might say, "I'm sorry, you felt that way, but I'm not able to help you right now." Notice you're acknowledging their feelings but not taking responsibility for them. You're allowing them to stand firm with explaining yourself endlessly. Guilt tripping only works if you give in, so remember not to give in. Remember, you're not a bad person for prioritizing your peace. Stay strong, stay confident, and leave the guilt where it belongs, with the person trying to hand it to you. If you think guilt tripping is enough, wait until you see how some people play the victim to avoid responsibility. It's a whole new level of manipulation that can really mess with your emotions. Stay tuned, as it's going to be a real eye-opener. Number 9. Love bombing. Now let me talk about love bombing. Love bombing is like a sugar rush. Sweet, intense, and addicting. At first, it feels incredible. You're showered with compliments, gifts, and constant attention. They'll say things like, "You're my soulmate. I never met anyone like you," or "Why wait? Let's plan our future together." It's flattering and overwhelming, making you feel special and adored. But here's the catch. It's not real love. It's manipulation. Love bombers use these grand gestures to win you over quickly, making you dependent on their attention. It's all part of the plan. Once they have you hooked, the love stops and the control begins. The compliments fade, the affection disappears, and suddenly you're left questioning yourself. How do you spot love bombing? Pay attention to the pace. Does it feel too fast too soon? Real love takes time to grow. It's steady, patient, doesn't need fireworks on the first day. Trust your gut. If their affection feels overwhelming or like it's coming from nowhere, pause and reflect. Healthy love doesn't rush, it builds. Don't let someone use temporary fairy tale love to trap you in something toxic. Number 8. Blame shifting. Blame shifting, ever been there? It's when someone makes everything your fault, even when it clearly isn't. Imagine this. They're late, but instead of apologizing, they hit you with, "Well, you didn't remind me." Or maybe they messed up at work and they say you weren't clear enough about what you wanted. See what's happening? They dodge responsibility and leave you holding the bag. Blame shifters are experts at flipping the script. It's never their mistake. It's always somehow your fault. Over time, you might stop believing it. You think, maybe I should have reminded them, or maybe I wasn't clear enough. But here's the truth. You're not responsible for someone else's mistakes or behavior. So how do you deal with a blame shifter? First, recognize the tactic. When someone refuses to own up, don't take the bait. Stick to the facts and say something like, "That's not on me. I'm not taking the responsibility for it." Trust yourself. Their inability to own up isn't your problem to stay fixed. Stay confident and don't let them pass the blame to you. Number 7, silent treatment. The silent treatment. Oh, we've all been there. You upset someone and suddenly they vanish into a void of silence. No calls, no texts, not even a glance in your direction. At first, you might think maybe they just need space. But there's a difference cooling off and punishing you. Here's the truth. The silent treatment is not about resolution, it's about control. It's a power move designed to make you anxious, guilty, and desperate to fix things, even if you weren't the one who did anything wrong. The more you chase their attention, the more power they hold. Sounds familiar? Let me ask you, why would your peace depend on someone else's silence? Manipulators use this tactic because it works. You're left second-guessing yourself. What did I do? How do I make things right? But here's how you stop this cycle. Recognize what's happening. Instead of chasing after them or apologizing for nothing, step back. Give yourself space. Their silence isn't your burden to carry. Healthy relationships involve communication, not games. If someone shuts you out to control you, ask yourself, do I really need this? You deserve people who talk through issues, not those who weaponize silence. Focus on your well-being and don't feel pressured to mend a situation you didn't break. Number 6, projection. Just like blame shifting, there is another tactic that manipulators use to avoid responsibility and control you: the silent treatment. It might seem different on the surface, but both tactics aim to make you feel guilty and anxious. It's like they are pointing the finger at you to deflect their own bad behavior. For example, let's say they have been lying to you about something, but instead of owning up to it, they turn it around and accuse you of being dishonest. Or maybe they're the ones being manipulative, but they flip it around and say, you're the manipulative one out here. Sounds familiar? Here's why projection works. It throws you off balance. Suddenly, you're defending yourself instead of questioning their behavior. It's a clever way to deflect attention from their behavior and make you feel guilty or defensive. Why do they do this? Simple. It's all about keeping the focus off themselves and putting it on you. They don't want to deal with their own behavior, so they point their finger at you instead. It can leave you feeling confused and guilty for things you didn't do. Have you ever been accused of things you didn't do, and it left you feeling guilty or defensive? It's frustrating, right? Here's the thing. Don't fall for it. When you're accused of something you didn't do, remember, it's not about you. It's about them trying to cover up their actions. Stand firm in your truth and don't let their projections make you doubt yourself. Before we move on to the next tactic, if you find this video helpful, don't forget to show some love by hitting that like button. It really helps out the channel, and hey, if you want to stay up to date with our latest videos, make sure to subscribe as well. Number 5, playing the victim. By now, you've encountered some of the most insidious manipulation tactics out there. Next up is another powerful one, playing the victim. This tactic is particularly tricky because it exploits your empathy, making you feel at fault even when you're not. Suppose there is a mid-disagreement. Instead of owning their mistakes, the person flips the script and acts like they're the ones being wronged. They might say, "Why does this always happen to me?" Or, "I'm always the one who gets blamed." Suddenly, they're the ones suffering, even though if they caused the issue. Sounds familiar? This manipulation can derail your perspective and make you question your own reality. It's frustrating, right? You're just trying to hold them accountable, but they've turned into a pity party for themselves. The trick is, they want you to feel guilty, like you're the one who's doing something wrong by pointing out their behavior. It's all part of their strategy to avoid taking responsibility for their actions. Number 4, stonewalling. Stonewalling is next level avoidance. It's just like building an emotional wall between you and the person you're trying to communicate with. It's different from the silent treatment because it's more on purpose. Imagine you're trying to talk to someone about something important, but they just stop responding. No eye contact, no words, nothing. It's just ignoring you. It actively is refusing to engage. That's stonewalling. It's a form of control, By withholding communication, they leave you feeling frustrated, helpless, and stuck in the dark. It is one of the most toxic tactics in manipulation, as it leaves you wondering what went wrong and questioning yourself. You might feel frustrated, confused, or even helpless. You're trying to fix something or have a meaningful conversation, but they've built a wall between you and you can't get through. It's not always obvious, but stonewalling is a powerful form of control. The person doing it might think they're protecting themselves from the conflict, but it really is about avoiding accountability, avoiding the conversations that need to happen. Well, think about it. You're putting yourself out there trying to communicate, and instead of getting an answer, you're met with silence. It's like you're invisible. This can cause emotional distress, leaving you questioning your own worth, or worse, thinking that maybe it's your fault. Number 3, triangulation. Imagine you're in a relationship and suddenly they say something like, "Well, my ex never did this," or they mention how someone else would have handled the situation better. Ouch, right? That's triangulation. Triangulation is where the manipulator involves a third person to create tension or drama. They're trying to make you feel insecure, jealous, and like you're constantly competing for their approval. The goal of triangulation is simple: create doubt. By involving a third person, the manipulator makes you question your worth. Instead of focusing on the issue at hand, you're left thinking, am I good enough? Why can't I be like them? So have you ever been triangulated? How did it feel? If you've been in this situation, you know it's draining. Maybe it's a situation where you thought you were in the right, but they twisted it so you started questioning yourself. It's pretty messy, right? Now, how do you handle this? First, stay grounded. Don't let the manipulator pull you into their web of confusion. Focus on your own perspective and keep the focus on the issue and not the party they've dragged you in. You don't need to prove your worth to anyone. You are enough just as you are. If you've dealt with triangulation before, drop your story in the comments below. Let's talk about it. Number 2, mirroring. Copying your behavior sounds like kind of flattering, right? Like someone connecting with you on a deeper level. You say something and suddenly they're repeating your words, mimicking your body language, even adopting your interests. At first it can feel like they get you, but hold up, there is something sneaky going on there. While it may seem they're just bonding with you, mirroring is often a manipulative tactic. They're not just copying you for fun, they're just doing it to gain your trust and influence your decisions. It's like they're trying to blend into your world, so you're lowering your guard and letting them in. Let's say you casually mention you love a certain hobby or brand. Next thing you know, they're suddenly obsessed with it too. Maybe even more than you are. It's not genuine, it's a strategy. They're pretending to share your interests just to make you feel closer to them, often with the aim of getting something out of you. Whether it's affection, approval, or something else. Ever had someone copy your every move to get closer to you? Did you feel weird? Let me know in the comments below. It can be uncomfortable when someone is trying so hard to be just like you. Number 1, love withdrawal. Finally, we have love withdrawal. This is one of the most hurtful tactics out there. This is when someone starts using love, affection, or even their attention as a way to control you. Ever felt like you didn't act exactly how they wanted? Suddenly they go out cold? That's love withdrawal in action. It's not just about them being upset. It's about them taking away that closeness or care to punish you until you fall in line with their demands. Picture it like this. 1 minute, you're warming and loving, but as soon as you disagree or do something else they don't like, bam, they pull away, leaving you feeling abandoned or unworthy. You start to question yourself, wondering what you did wrong or how you can get their affection back. It's like they're saying, you're only worth my love if you do things my way. It's a powerful tactic because it keeps you on edge, constantly trying to please them, just to avoid that awful feeling of having their love or attention yanked away. Ever wondered what lies beyond the manipulative tactics we just explored? What if I told you there is an even darker journey awaiting a descent into the 9 circles of hell? If you are eager to dive into the abyss and uncover the chilling punishments that await in Dante's Inferno, then you won't want to miss our video. It's a thrilling exploration that will leave you on the edge of your seats. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more mind-blowing content.